In 1989, Providence, Rhode Island, a street artist by the name of Shepard Fairey began his Andre the Giant campaign. Starting first by distributing stickers with the words "Andre the Giant has a posse" on them, it eventually evolved into the Obey graphic, which has grown on to become a worldwide phenomenon. Fairey initially described the campaign to be an experiment in phenomenology, but would go on to use the Obey slogan as a parody of propaganda and a direct reference to the brainwashing aliens in the John Carpenter film They Live. By repurposing a popular character's image, Shepard successfully sparked a movement that was capable of spreading globally over the span of a decade. Then came the internet. Now reappropriating images for other uses has a name. We call them memes, or memes if you want to get technical about it. Yes, it seems the one thing human beings really thrive at with global interconnectivity is discovering new ways to piss off Beyoncé. Memes are defined as an idea or style that spreads from person to person within a culture. In their academic paper, Cultural Evolution and Memetics, and yes, it's a word, Francis and Klaas suggest that memes evolve in a way comparable to biological evolution itself. Unless, of course, you're talking about 4chan. You might know 4chan is the internet's embodiment of the expression, "This is why we can't have nice things." 4chan is home to both ironic and unironic racists alike. Anonymous in nature, the board is a breeding ground for hate speech, often with difficulty in discerning who's just playing pretend Nazi for the lulz and who's recruiting. Enter Pepe the Frog, a character from the comic Boys Club whose original intent was to be a pot-smoking, peace-loving stoner with the catchphrase, "Feels good, man." The character exploded on the forum and eventually became the unofficial mascot of the alt-right. It grew to such a degree that the creator of Pepe, Matt Fury, tried to save his creation by starting his own #SavePepe campaign, which backfired in predictable fashion. In 2016, the Anti-Defamation League added certain incarnations of Pepe in their database of hate symbols, and in May 2017, Matt Fury gave up and officially killed his character off. We can't say we blame him. It would be a tragedy to watch something you invented get turned into a symbol of hate. But what happens when things swing the opposite direction? On September 24, 2018, the Philadelphia Flyers made history by debuting one of the most polarizing sports mascots of all time. Initially looked upon as a madman's fever dream, Gritty's bizarre hair and unusual physique clashed with his roaming eyes that haunted adults and children alike. The media's backlash was predictable, mocking him ruthlessly for being far too frightening for kids.
Gritty looks like the end result of the orange McDonald's fry guy hooking up with Grimace.
The internet also went to work, doling out the first wave of Gritty memes as being a scary movie monster lost in a world he doesn't understand. Then the first schism occurred. People were mocking Gritty, and to a city with some of the most diehard sports fans on the planet, their response was to embrace their orange monster as one of their own. Being a major metropolis, Philadelphia predictably skews left politically, and is also a city dealing with large amounts of poverty and housing issues. Suddenly, Gritty was a symbol of the downtrodden. Gabriele Donatucci, a contributor for the popular podcast For Puck's Sake, stated, "He's not a mascot for a team, he's a mascot for the fan base. Scumbag Philly fans, he's us." This evolved alongside a more curious phenomenon of Gritty appearing in anti-capitalist propaganda. The combination of his mute persona in real life with his haunting stare made for a hilarious series of pro-Marxist memes. When far-right rallies started appearing in the city, Gritty took on a whole new persona as the anti-fascist warrior. Suddenly he had become the antithesis to Pepe, and it only grew from there. Now, Gritty seems to represent everything from gender fluidity to anti-capitalism to a symbol of hope for the future of the human race. It's fascinating to realize this happened in the span of only a couple of months. Grabbing onto his identity, the left now have created their own superhero they can hold against the evil frog army. Not that it really matters, as the alt-right has moved on from Pepe to the pathetically self-parodying NPC character. But that's another video for another day, if my programming allows me to create it. How far will this go? No one really knows. If you had told me when the Babadook came out that he would eventually become a symbol for the LGBT community and a metaphor for coming out of the closet in large, I never would have believed you. In a year's time, you could see people dressed in Gritty costumes running for Congress, or he could fade into obscurity like the piano cat. Although, The enduring power of cultural images can be long-lasting, as Shepard Fairey continues to prove to this day.
Hey, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want more of our stuff, you can click down here, hit the like button. You can click down here, hit the subscribe button, and continue watching. Thanks.
And you can leave hate comments too. I mean, the internet loves hate comments.
Please don't do that.
Start a flame war. Who knows? The power is yours. Welcome to the internet.
Oh, God help us all.